Anything, 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 anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything, 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 anything can happen. Are you down on your luck? Are you like, forget about it. I'm never gonna start another day ever again. I'm just gonna not do that. Well, you got free will. Or maybe you don't have any free will. So all I'm saying is I'm not saying anything at all. I'm stuck on a loop, baby. A froopty-loopty-doopty-doo. Stuck on another loop. Now I'm just a dupe. I dupe myself and then I hide into the darkness. It's so dark out. So dark. It's so dark. Friends, family, countrymen. We are here together to annihilate nobody. We're supposed to love each other. But how can we keep doing that when things aren't fair? Well, they were never really fair. Never really fair. But what do I know about fair? I know nothing. I'm just an average duck. Quack, 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 quack. And that's all I've been doing. I've just been quacking away my life. Not even thinking anymore. But who wants to think? Do you want to think? Oh, good. Why don't you think, sir? Let's hear what you have to say. You know what? Forget it. I don't even want to hear anymore. I don't want to hear nothing. Because I'm just a fool trying to prove a point by trying not to prove a point. Because I don't have a point doesn't mean I don't mean anything. That's up to you. To each their own. Like they own something. Do you own something? Do you? Well, I'm here to say nobody owns anything. But what do I know? Probably nothing. So, if you're listening to me right now, wherever you are, overjoyed! Let's do it all over again. Who do we got here? Me too. I want to be an iMac. Lily Conklin, you know more than most. Probably not. DJ Dre Jolly. Matt needs to be a narrator of a Disney movie. What Disney movie are we on right now? Probably the one with a doc. Quack, quack, quack. Tarzan? Probably not. You can go anywhere you want today. All right, ladies and gentlemen? I give you permission, but you never needed my permission. And this is just an illusion of somebody talking to you. Because nobody's talking to you. you're stuck in another field of nothing. But you know what? That's not true either. None of it is true. Everything that comes out of your mouth is not true. All of it is not true, but it is a point of truth that doesn't exist anymore. So how can we go on living knowing that everything we say out of our yapper tappers is not true and none of our opinions are true? And what do we do? Where do we find our rooting? I'll tell you where you find your rooting. In nothing! Because nothing is what all of this is. Because once you die, you go back to it. But you didn't even have a root to begin with. And then you have this idea when you're alive, this fear of falling away into non-existence. But there is no such thing as non-existence because it's all non-existent. For Christ's sakes, we're one little tiny sand grate in a billion, trillion. Whatever that means. Anyway, I'm just telling you, I have a lot to say and I have a lot to talk about. But really, everybody who's talking now these days, really, we're just reconceptualized internet TV talking. It's like I go outside in the world and it's like I never shut off the TV or the internet because we're all just copying what we see on the TV and the internet. And it's freaking me out. I mean, it doesn't hurt for people to use their goddamn blessing and gift, but nobody wants to do that. We're all like, we've got to say what we hear, and what is this? Why has it become simplified to this retarded fact? Maybe this is what I'm doing. Maybe I'm doing the same thing. Maybe none of my thoughts are real. I'm not real anymore. I'm just what I repeat and say what I hear on the internet. Because that's important. I hate the idea. This is my opinion. Opinion. Again, I hate the idea that there is a very far left. This is in America. I meant not all of you from America, but the idea is a very far left, and then there's a very far right, and then you got two sides, and then it's like, choose a side, pick a side. Whose side are you on? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You should just pick what your heart tells you to do. Pick what your heart tells you to do. I don't want anybody to hate me because I'm on one side, I'm on the other side. But, I mean, I have an opinion, I have an opinion that if Trump gets elected again, it'll be the equivalent of doomsday. But I'm not saying that because I'm on the left. I'm saying that because I feel like that's true. But as soon as I say that, I'm on the left. I'm on the left, so then I'm just as bad as everybody else. So what the fuck? Well, we're all one here. We're all one, even though we're not acting as if we're one. We're still all one. So opinions. I gotta get through this. What do I gotta get through? I gotta get through my duty. I gotta get through my duty. I gotta get through my duty that I gotta shit on another toilet. And oh my God, it was all so much fun. Thanks for entertaining me for all this fun that we're not having and having at the same time. I'm even sick of listening to myself because I just keep saying the same thing over and over again. For Christ's sakes, I am the internet. I just repeat what I hear from the internet. I just repeat myself, and I'm tired of it. I'm not completely unoriginal. And then I get angry at the world for being unoriginal. But the truth is, I'm the unoriginal. I'm the unoriginal. I'm the unoriginal. This is my life. This is my life. This is my life. I'm the unoriginal. Look at me. The unoriginal. I'm the unoriginal. You're the unoriginal. You're the unoriginal. I'm the unoriginal. How about we're all the unoriginal? How about we're all unoriginal pieces of shit smelling our own shit? It's us. It's us. We're the virus. I'm the virus. All of us hands together celebrate the virus. The virus is us. The virus. I am a virus. I am a virus. I am the virus. Ugh. It's a give and receive game, folks. It's a give and receive, folks. Give yourself a round of applause. I always say give yourself a round of applause. I'm sick of it. I hate saying give it a round of applause. Because it's too easy to say. It's too easy. I need new material. I'm just a dried up hag. And I'm getting older. I'm getting more back pains, neck pains. And, it's all part of it. It's all part of the cycle of life. And I wouldn't change a thing. And I'm repeating myself again. And I hate that, but I like it too. But I hate it, and I lost myself. 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 I want to do this not to get the likes. I don't want to get the likes. I just wanted to be able to do this without thinking I gotta. What am I talking about? See, I don't have full access to my brain. I don't have full access to my brain, and that's something I get angry at God, even though God doesn't exist. I get angry at God because of probably all the mercury pollution that gave me a learning disorder when I was born, and that made my brain disconnected. And people are always like, "Are you baked? Are you baked?" I was never baked. But I was in special ed. They put me in special ed because I was slower because I needed to learn in a slower way so I could have just a little more access to my brain. Just a little more baby access to my brain. And now this is all the access I get. So either I love it or I drop it. So even though I don't love it, I've learned to love it. Even though I don't love it, I learned to love it, and I learned to love myself getting angry, and then I learned not to love it, and then I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, because it was all just a bunch of mind blabble that it didn't even matter in the first place, because I was just creating a story, creating an identity, and feeling like this is how it was. This is how it is. I am a victim. Oh my God, I'm a victim. Please feel sad for me. Oh my God, I'm a victim. Please feel sad for me. I want your pity. Give me money. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying. I want to be, I want to be real. I want to be real. I want to be real. Hey, are we real? Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to try to be realer. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. I'm so much realer now. Or maybe I'm not real. Maybe I've always been this fake, phony pony. Oh, one-trick pony. That's right. That's what you call somebody who did one awesome thing in entertainment business, and that's all he'll be remembered for. And here I am, riding my one-trick pony, the phony. One-trick pony, look at me. Can't you see beyond the D? See, when I improv, I don't have a complex brain, so it's just like, one-trick pony, look at me. Can you see the D? See, I can't think of verbals and analogies and metaphors. Rather, I just pick the thing that rhymes the closest, probably like most of the average human beings on this planet. But if I had the gift, which I don't have the gift, but I have a gift, and I did my best to give the gift, but if I had that gift, I could go on a world that was never examined, but I've given you this world, and oh my God, it is an imperfect, perfect world. And I'm sick of saying that, imperfect, perfect world. But, we go with the flow. And, hey, we're all on a river. We're all on a river. We're all on our sacred path. I mean, what does that mean? I don't know. But if you don't find yourself in your own little path, and you don't see your own little path as something very unique and special, you're losing it. You're losing it. What are you losing? What are you losing? Yourself. You're losing yourself and your own very unique path. Hey, yes, we all choose sides, but I think that's part of the smoke and mirrors. Sometimes we gotta see beyond the sides that we superficially pick, and that goes with me and not with anybody else. I still believe that if we're coming very close to the end of doomsday, and we might have doomsday with, and this is America, we might have doomsday with Biden, but we'll definitely have doomsday with Trump. And a lot of people say it doesn't matter, and maybe they're right, and we're all choosing a side with every decision we make, and then with every decision we make, There are obviously gonna be people that are gonna be, no, don't make that decision. And that's just how life is. And you just can't take anything personally. Don't take anything personally, because then you're just adding to the poison of the world. And I've made a crucial mistake. I've taken so much personally that I feel bitter, and that's my fault. Look at me, look in the eyes of a bitter 40-year-old angry white man. Whatever, big deal. We all go in loops. We all go on fruity loopsy doops. A loopy doo, a loopy da, a loopy dee. This is my loop. Hello, I'm Matthew Silver. Welcome to my loop. If you're tired of my loop, just shut me off. And do yourself a favor, go outside and enjoy the peace of the outdoors before man and woman destroy human civilization. That's right. We're going to go extinct in the process of a slow dying cancerous death. The world has given me messages through the power of common sense and our inability to take more of a conscious chance to change our ways. I mean, the problem is past us. It's overpopulation. People love their freedom. We're gonna do whatever we want, meaning we're gonna burn our garbage burn our garbage so everybody can smell the toxic smells and breathe it in. We're gonna spray our pesticides and herbicides on our lawns. We're gonna what else we do for the name of freedom? We're all gonna want to drive cars because we're sick of the place that we're in. We're all good. Especially now, we want to travel. Why not travel on a plane where you could get a $25 ticket? What else are we gonna do? We're gonna do all of this and probably more that's hidden behind the lines that we don't even see, and there's no way we're getting off this train. And so in a way, I still, as crazy as it sounds, as common sense tells me we're headed to a high speeding plane in a brick wall, blah 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 metaphor. I still see the small window of hope, because that's what being a human is. I mean, you still see the window of hope, but I'm just saying that we should be all afraid, but we're all acting like nothing out of the ordinary is gonna happen. And I guess there's signs all over the planet right now, but it's like I'm in New Jersey and New York, and it doesn't seem that bad, but mostly I'm staying at home. I don't do as that much street performing. I did one time, and then a guy chased me out of the park because I was wearing a diaper, and he said, "They're children, they're children. I'm gonna beat you up if you don't put on some pants." He chased me out of the park. That hasn't happened uh, since last time that happened was like 8 years ago. But the thing is now the cops are they're not they're not arresting people, because if they arrest people, they're bringing them in the small area where the COVID-19 loves to dance. I went to the grocery store today, and I needed to go get a napkin, and there was a guy just staying there near the napkin. This big guy with a mask on, and then I just waited. I waited patiently, and then out of nowhere, the guy coughed. He just coughed, and I overreacted. I guess he was near the napkins, the plasticware, and I guess I overreacted. Like I said, "Oh, I'm not going there now," and I made an ugly face at him, and then I walked away. But now in hindsight, I feel like I should have told the supermarket to clean up that area. I didn't do that, and now I've helped the virus spread. Oh well, I'm a bad person. Anyway, I don't really feel like I'm a bad person, but I've done stupid things in my life. Yeah, you know what I did right before the whole virus thing happened? Let me tell you what I did right before the whole thing happened. I was performing on the street. I did performance art. And there's a video of me, and I think I'm gonna repost it on Instagram just to show people how much of an idiot I can be. But I didn't take the virus very seriously, and I street performed, and we did a performance where, and it was funny at the time. We had a guy in a Trump mask holding up a sign, "Stop the economy." We had another woman. She was dancing around like a COVID-19 virus. And then I wore a red army suit, and I was coughing a lot, and I just kept on coughing. But that's not the bad thing. That was part of the magic that was unfolding before our eyes. This is 2 days before everything was closed, and I kept coughing. Now this is the bad thing I did, and it's on video. A guy comes next to us, ignores that we're doing performance art, and just wants to take a selfie. And that's typical humans, we just take our camera and do a selfie. I've done it before. But at the time, I was feeling all righteous because I'm some kind of performance artist. I don't want to stop what I'm doing and take a selfie with you. I want to keep performing. So what I did was I just kept coughing as the guy was coming closer. And then I was fake coughing, but that didn't matter, because the pandemic was announced. And I pretended to get close to the guy while I was coughing right near him. And then he ran away. But I thought that at that moment, I thought it was funny. But lo and behold, 2 or 3 days later, I get the virus, and also my parents get the virus. We all got the virus at the same time, but which makes me think that I didn't give him the virus. But who knows? Maybe I did give him the virus. Maybe it wasn't like what they said. Like they say someone gets a virus and then 5 days later another person gets the virus. 5 days, but we all got the virus at the same time. But it was, it was announced at the news at the time that someone gets the virus, gives the virus. 5 days later they get the virus. 5 days later they get the virus. But anyway, that's what happened, and I felt so stupid, stupid fuck for brains, Matthew Silver, stupid fuck for brains. I felt guilty, but I let it go too. But at the same time, I still feel it's like it's like weird because I feel good that I at least performed before the whole virus thing happened. I was just like, I felt stupid, but at the same time I want to show the world how stupid I am. Because, we put everybody on pedestals, but get off that already. It's already been like 7 years. I'm on no more pedestal. And it's just a habit of the ego. Let's put people on pedestals because these people are, whoever we see as our hero, they were more smarter than us. But then, as we get older, we start to realize there are no real enlightened beings. And there are no real enlightened beings because at the same time, we're all enlightened beings for not being enlightened. And enlightened is just another word that says perfection. There are no perfect beings. But the perfectness is that everything is unperfect. The enlightenedness is that everybody's unenlightened. That we are aware of what we do, and maybe some of us more so not so aware. And we all share a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of... But a good thing always is meditation. Just because it involves not thinking too much and letting things just be or what they are. I apologize. I haven't been reading your comments this YouTube because I'm scared that I'm an emotional, vulnerable person, so I get scared. Oh, opinions. I have my opinions. I'm a hypocrite with my opinions, and I'm affected by your opinions. I've always been affected by your opinions. The only solution I found is that sometimes I read them and I face up to them and I let it shape the commentary of the video, and other times I don't read them because I just want to be able to be in my own headspace so I can figure out what the fuck is going on. And that's what I did today. Anyway, thanks for listening to me go blah, 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 blah. blah 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 blah. Sing it. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Sing it, baby. Sing it, baby. Oh, baby. I'm a baby. I'm a baby. I'm a baby. I got a baby. I got a baby. You know. Part of me doesn't want to do the same old thing that I've been doing over and over again. Like, I am sick of it. I'm sick of it. But part of me always, I'll make people happy by doing the same thing I was always doing. And it's just like, this is what everybody who's become a one-trick pony deals with. And that's what I mean, at this time, I'm a one-trick pony that all what he's done. I mean, it was something, but it's like it doesn't even matter to me anymore. It doesn't matter to me anymore because I want to grow as a human being and I want to evolve, and that's what life is really about. It's about evolving and growing. And that's our greatest gift to give to the world, not doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yet that could be a gift too. So, I mean, like, talking is just like, whenever we all talk, we're just talking about nothing because there are no real solid points, because every solid point, the rug can be lifted. That's why, even though I say if Trump gets elected another 4 years, it'll be doomsday. That's obviously that's not the truth either. I just feel like it'll be really bad. But just at the same time, if you listen to some of the things Trump says, or the Republicans, or any of you who are Republicans say, I understand why they believe certain things, because I've opened my mind to that, because you can't just block it and say no, because it's also a part of who I am. It's a part of everybody. I mean, so is racism. So is Black Lives Matter. So is Blue Lives Matter. So is global warming. So is ignoring that global warming doesn't exist. So is the Holocaust. So is saying that the Holocaust doesn't. It's all a part of who we are. And that's what's so scary, because we want this ideal version of what love and what the heart is, but love in the heart and the fart is not so, it's not so ideal. There's, everything is part of it. The part of our brain that likes to block off and say no. By doing that, that's how we become narrow-minded. So the idea of a left and a right, that means the left will become more left narrow-minded and the right become more narrow-minded. And then probably most people are somewhat in the middle. They want to be in the middle. They balance it all. But the problem is that the middle is out of balance. There's definitely an out of balance thing. But how do I know that? What am I saying? My ideas could be knocked over just like your ideas. All of our ideas are just like knocked over. That's what's so frustrating about life. But then you ask yourself, am I gonna have the balls to take a stand on something and not give a shit what anybody's gonna say? And you need that too. You need to take a stand, even though it's not ultimately true. It may be ultimately true in the present moment, but nothing is really true, and everything is true. So it's just so confusing to be alive, because I'm so much in my head. That's why it's confusing. I'm addicted to my thoughts. And I just gotta stop. And this helps when I stop and just do deep breathing. It definitely helps.